Hey family. Okay, so I'm about to read Revelations Hasoon, chapter 3. And for those of you who missed me and my bonnet situation, this morning the Father woke me up out of a dead sleep and told me that we were going to be reading Revelations from the Truth Scriptures. And so I read chapters 1 and 2, and I'm about to start chapter 3. Make sure you go to TruthScriptures.store, download your copy, or not download your copy, but get your copy of the Truth Scriptures, the Berit Hadash. That's the New Testament. They're still in the process of translating the Old Testament. I would highly advise you to get involved in the campaign and make a mark in this world. Make sure you also go to truthbookmarks.com and download the bookmarks that'll help you cross-reference the names. I'm going to be updating them because every chapter has different names, and so we're going to need to be able to know what the original names were and the corrected names that are in the Truth Scriptures. All right, y'all ready for chapter 3? Make sure you have your notes. Put in the comments as you go through it if there's any questions. If things stand out for you that are just like, oh my goodness, include them in the comments if you have questions. Let's make this a conversation. And let's just study it out. All right, Hasoon, Revelation, chapter 3. Here we go. To the messenger of the assembly in Sardis write, these are the words of the one who holds the 7 spirits and the 7 stars of Elua. I know your works. You have a reputation for being alive, but in fact you are dead. Wake up and try to salvage what you have left, because you are on the brink of death. I have found that your works are far from acceptable in the eyes of Elua. So remember what you received and heard back in the beginning. Those who have not willfully sinned can go back to the beginning in order to properly change their hearts and lives. If you do not wake up, I will come like a thief in the night, and you will not know when I arrive. However, you have a few people in Sardis who have not stained their clothing. They will walk with me, clothed in white, because they are worthy. Those who overcome will wear white clothing like this. I will not blot out their names from the book of life, but I will declare their names in the presence of my Father and his messengers. Those who have ears to hear, let them hear what the Spirit says to the assemblies. And to the messenger of the assemblies in Piladalapaya, write, these are the words of the one who is set apart and true. I hold the key of Duid, that's David. What I open, no one can shut, and what I shut, no one can open. I know your works, and I look. I have opened a door for you that no one will be able to shut. Even though you have just a little power, you have kept my word, and you have not denied my name. Because of this, I am giving up those who are from the assembly of Shatan, who say they are Yahudim, Jewish, but they are not. They lie. I will make them come and worship at your feet, so that they will know that I love you. Because you kept my command to endure, I shall also guard you from the hour of trial that is about to come upon the entire world, in order to test everyone who lives on earth. I'm coming quickly. Hold on to what you have so that no one takes your crown. The one who overcomes, I will make them a pillar in the ahikal of my Elua, and they will never leave it. And I will write on them the name of my Elua and the name of the city of my Elua, the new Jerusalem, which comes down out of heaven from my Elua with my renewed name. Those who have ears to hear, let them hear what the Spirit says to the assemblies. And to the messenger of the assembly in Laodicea, write, these are the words of the one who says, Alleluia. I am the faithful and true witness, the ruler of the creation of Elua. I know your works. You are neither hot nor cold. I wish you were either hot or cold. So, because you are lukewarm and neither hot nor cold, I'm going to spit you out of my mouth. You say, I am rich and have grown wealthy, and I do not need anything. But you do not realize that you are poor, miserable, pathetic, blind, and naked. I advise you to buy gold from me that has been refined in fire, so that you may become truly rich. Then you will have white clothing to wear, so your nakedness will not be exposed. You can also have ointment to put on your eyes, so you can clearly see. I discipline and correct those who I love. Therefore, humble yourselves and change your hearts and your lives. Look, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I shall come in and be with them. I will eat with them, and they will eat with me. Those who overcome, I will allow them to sit with me on my throne, just like I overcame and sat with my Father on his throne. Those who have ears to hear, let them hear what the Spirit says to the assemblies. That was chapter 3. Any revelations? Any thoughts? Put them in the comments. And let's move on to chapter 4. Again, these are, excuse me, in the very beginning, in the chapter 1, he talked about the seven assemblies. Hang on, let me read it correctly. He talked about the 7 lampstands and the 7 assemblies. And then in chapter 2, he began to write these letters to each of the different assemblies. And each letter has been different. And so he continued writing the letters in chapter 3. So let's see what chapter 4 has to offer, shall we? Make sure you go to truthbookmarks.com and get your truth bookmarks. Go to TruthScriptures.store and get your copy of the Truth Scriptures. And then go to PromoteTheTruth.com and learn more about the scripture support for the Father's name, Yahuwah, the Son's name, Yahusha, and all the different inconsistencies in the word that we are finding the truth about. All right? Y'all be blessed. Be empowered. Take good care. I'm Queenie. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, do all the stuff. And we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.